Speed Duel is a fast-paced alternative format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Using regular cards and throwing in skills to shake things up, making some unused cards more viable, allowing more anime strategies to come to life. Join us as we progress through each Speed Duel product release and draft each skill available at that time before battling it out in Speed Duel Skill Draft. The Battle City box was released November 26th, 2020 and contains 8 pre-built 20-card decks along with 34 additional cards for further customization. This box includes a ton of new cards, but some of the standouts are Breaker the Magical Warrior, a monster that can go up to 1900 attack and destroy a spell trap, Jinzo, a level 6 machine that negates traps, Cosmic Cyclone, a quick play spell / trap banish, Book of Moon, a quick play spell that flips a monster on either field face down, and Lost Wind, a trap that halves a monster's attack, negates its effects, and can be reused when a monster is special summoned from extra. 20 new skills were introduced with this product, and since Alex lost last set, he drafts first and picks up Union Combination, which lets him fusion summon a light machine fusion monster using monsters from his field or graveyard as material. I take Magnetic Attraction, which lets me add a level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior to my hand when I normal summon a Magnet Warrior, and allows me to reveal 2 level 4 or lower Magnet Warriors to add Valkyrian from deck to hand. Alex takes Spell of Mask, which if Masked Beast is destroyed by card effect, lets him special summon Masked Beast Descardius from hand, deck, or graveyard. He can also tribute Descardius to add the Masked Beast and Curse of the Masked Beast from deck or grave to hand. I take Fusion Party, which lets me fusion summon without polymerization once per duel. Alex takes It's Jinzo, which makes Jinzo unaffected by skill cards, and once per turn, if he controls Jinzo, he can look at a face down spell trap, and if it's a trap, draw 1 card. I take Ritual Ceremony, which lets me reveal 1 ritual monster from hand and add 1 ritual spell from deck to hand whose name is listed on that monster. Alex takes Magician's Act, which lets him, at the start of the duel, either add Dark Magician from deck to hand and shuffle 1 card from hand into the deck, or shuffle 1 Dark Magician from hand into deck and draw 1 card. Also, he can tribute Dark Magician to draw 2 cards. I take Rise of the Fallen, which lets me special summon a level 4 or lower fairy monster from grave in defense position and gain life points equal to its original attack. Alex takes No More Mrs. Nyhmnim, which once per turn destroys a spell trap when his monster inflicts battle damage. I take Beasts of Phantom, which allows me to discard 1 card to fusion summon Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast from my extra deck using materials from hand or field. During my end phase, if Chimera was summoned this turn, I can add 1 Phantom Beast monster from grave to hand. Alex takes I'm Just Gonna Attack, which can give a monster 100 attack for the turn, and during his battle phase when his opponent activates a trap, he can negate it and set it back face down. I take Guardians of the Tomb, which lets me draw 1 card when a monster is special summoned from my spell trap zone while I have no cards in my hand, and then lets me set 1 spell trap from my hand. Alex takes Low Blow, which makes 1 monster lose 500 attack and defense for the turn. I take Digging for Gold, which lets me banish 3 cards from my graveyard to draw 1 card. Alex takes Psychic Duelist, which lets him pay half his life points to either target a set card and declare 1 card type, reveal it, if it's the declared type it cannot be activated this turn, or randomly select 1 card in the opponent's hand, declare 1 card type, reveal it, if it's the declared type, inflict 500 damage. I take Endless Traps, which if I have exactly 3 traps in grave, randomly adds 1 trap from my grave to hand, 1 to deck, and 1 to banish. Alex takes It's No Monster, It's a God, which lets him discard any number of cards to add Obelisk the Tormentor from deck or grave to hand. I take the Fury of Thunder, which if I control Slifer, lets me draw until I have 4 cards in hand, and if Slifer is sent to the graveyard, I can shuffle it back into my deck. Alex takes Power of Friendship, which prevents him from taking effect damage from his opponent's card effects during his turn. Which leaves me with the Heretic Chant, which lets me discard my entire hand to add 1 Winged Dragon of Ra from deck or grave to hand, and if I do, I contribute 1 monster in additional to my normal summon and set. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Rise of the Fallen Fairies. So Our skill here is a little bit lackluster. So it's Rise of the Fallen, activate the skill during your main phase, special summon 1 level 4 or lower fairy monster from your graveyard in defense position, gain life points equal to the original attack. This skill can only be used once per duel. So once per duel, we can bring back 1 weak fairy from the graveyard, and it has to be in defense mode. So we can't use this to kind of push for game. We can't use this to really do much of anything. It's okay to bring back the monster news as a tribute, and it's okay to kind of bring back a monster that's just useful on the field, something like the Kelbeck that we do have in here. But outside of that, the skill doesn't really do a ton. So the main problem with Rise of the Fallen is that the fairy monsters we can bring back are kind of few and far between. The only one really we want to be bringing back is probably Kelbeck, or potentially Zolga if we can immediately tribute it for something like an Air Knight Parshath. So the skill itself seems a little bit restricted and a little bit weak because of this. But the other big star of the deck is Valhalla Hall of the Fallen. So it's a continuous spell card. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 fairy monster from your hand. You must control no monsters to activate and resolve this effect. So if our board is completely empty, we can use this and special summon any monster from our hand. So that's why we're running all of these big fairies. We've got Guardian Angel Joan, who's a 2800 attack that heals based on the original attack of any monster it destroys. So just really, really good way to get our life points up, and it's just a big, easily summonable beater. And Air Knight Parshath, who we have 3 copies of this because 1, it has piercing, which can be relevant if we have against a lot of monsters that are going to be in defense mode. Also gives us advantage, letting us draw cards, and it's a bit less of a brick if we don't find Valhalla, because we can use Rise of the Fallen, bring back a monster, and then tribute it for Air Knight Parshath. So just to try and make the deck more consistent is why we're on this 2-3 split. So the other monster, Zolga, again, it's the best beater we have that is still kind of useful because we can use it as an 1700 attacker, and then we can bring it back with Rise of the Fallen, tribute it, gain the 2000 life points from its effect, and just get Air Knight Parshath out, which is probably the best thing this card can do. Other than that, it's just going to be our main kind of beat stick. And then Kelbeck, who's actually pretty good. So the main weakness of this card is that in order to get its effect, it has to be attacked. It can't attack into monsters. It can't just do battle. It has to be specifically attacked. But when it's attacked by a monster, after damage calc, return that monster to the hand. So can be very, very useful. This means if Alex wants to special summon any kind of big monsters, anything from the extra deck or a ritual, it will go back to his hand, and he'll have to spend even more resources getting it back out again. So Book of Moon, again, this is probably going to be a staple in almost every deck we play going forward. It's just such a versatile card. Protect our own monsters, get rid of our opponent's monsters, stop attacks, just does everything. And then Widespread Ruin is one of the best generic trap cards we have, just being able to destroy a monster, although we don't really get much control over the monster we destroy. Most of the time we will probably want to be destroying the strongest monster anyway. Extra deck, again, doesn't matter because we're not really on Waking the Dragons. And then the side deck, we are on some Spell Trap Destruction and Breaker and Cosmic Cyclone in case we feel we need it, and Offerings to the Doomed in case Alex really has just giant monsters we just cannot deal with. So this is the deck. We're not feeling super confident because the fairy strategy doesn't seem that great, but this is a bit more lower to the ground deck. This does just kind of play standard Yu-Gi-Oh, which has shown to be quite strong in speed. So let's fire it in and see what Alex has got for us. So you have bested me the last 2 weeks, so I'm pretty down bad at the moment. It's not looking great for Team Tomatosaurs over here. Hopefully we can turn it around this week and maybe see a Matt win, but we'll have to see. The deck I'm bringing today is one I'm not actually super confident in. I think I was a lot more confident in the last 2 decks.
Okay.
I feel like the first game we played with the Battle City stuff was probably in your favor because I think the XYZ deck is a little bit stronger. And then the deck you brought last week did kind of hard counter the strategy I had brought. So fingers crossed this one won't get also hard countered. Again, fingers crossed, because you might just, again, straight up hard counter me, or just, you know, outplay me straight up, and I'll just be sad because of that as well. So we still, again, have a lot of different strategies we could bring. So let's fire one in, I guess, and just see what we're both on.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey.
Oof.
Alright, we will be taking second. So I will need every little bit of help I can get, I think.
I'll start the duel, activate the Magician's Act.
Okay. So enter one of the following skills. You can add Dark Magician from your deck to your hand, shuffle one card from your hand into the deck, or shuffle Dark Magician from your hand into the deck, draw 1 card. Okay.
I will shuffle. No, I'll banish it.
I'm fine with you banishing it.
Put Dark Magician on the top. Shuffle, draw. And we will set.
Okay, okay. So we will draw for turn. Standby main. We will activate the spell card Valhalla Hall of the Fallen. So once per turn, I can special summon a fairy monster from my hand. I must control no monsters to activate and resolve this effect. So the monster I'm going to special summon is going to be Kelbeck. Any response to the special summon?
God, attacked by a monster after damage card, return that monster to the hand. Ooh. Nope.
Then we will normal summon Zolga.
Nice.
So any response to this?
Nope.
I will set a back row and go to battle. Then we will attack with Zolga into whatever this is.
The old vindictive magician.
Okay, who do you want to pop?
I'll destroy Kelbeck.
Goodbye, Kelbeck. And then we will pass the turn back to you.
Okay, well. I will play Dark Magic Curtain.
Okay, so half your life points to bring out the Dark Magician.
Special.
Oh, we're on the Arcana art as well, I like it.
Yeah. We'll go to battle.
Are you sure you don't want to tribute it to draw 2 cards?
No.
Okay. Alright, so we're attacking. I will activate my Widespread Ruin in response to the attack.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll draw for turn. Stand by main. I cannot use the effect of Valhalla because I have a monster out. I guess we will normal summon Kelbeck. Any response to the summon?
Nope.
Go to battle phase. We will declare an attack with Kelbeck.
Yeah.
Then declare an attack. See what you got. There it is.
Widespread room.
Goodbye, Zolga. We will go to end phase and pass back. So Kelbeck is actually a really tricky one for you to deal with because obviously if you attack it, your monster goes back to your hand.
Yeah. This card is attacked by a monster. After damage card, return that monster to the hand.
Yeah, so it's not like the magnets where I can attack into you and bounce.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to activate my second Dark Magic Curtain.
Ooh, okay. Well, you contribute it to draw 2 cards. I'm just saying.
No, I'll attack.
Okay, so this will go to the graveyard. You'll go back to your hand. I'll lose 1,000 life points. Alright, there are 5 cards in my deck I would like to see here. So any one of those 5, come on deck. Let's see what we got. Draw for turn. That's the worst draw for right now. Okay. What have you got in defense? It's probably like an old Vindictive, I would assume. Alright, let's get a little bit aggressive. We're going to activate a Rise of the Fallen skill. So activate the skill during your main phase, special summon a level 4 or lower fairy type monster from your graveyard in defense position and gain life points equal to its original attack. So the card we're going to bring back is going to be Kelbeck. Then we're going to gain 1,800 life points. No, 1,500, sorry, because it's original attack, not defense.
I was about to say.
Then we're going to normal summon Kelbeck. Set a card, move to battle phase, and then attack into this. Presumably Old Vindictive. Okay. You want to get rid of the attack mode one or the defense mode one?
It doesn't really matter because you can't attack again. So.
Oh, well, it comes down to like you might be able to get some damage into me, or 18 might be too big for you. That'd be the only reason.
True. Kelbeck.
Okay. To the graveyard with him. And my skill is now spent, so I can't use it again. Your turn.
I'm going to normal summon Break the Magical Warrior.
Ooh, okay. So you... as you summon, you will attempt to gain a counter. Now, is there anything I want to do in response to the summon? Breaker's a tricky one, because if you attack my monster, you become wide open. My monster dies, so I have to draw something off the top. If you don't, you can just pop one of my other cards. Alright, as much as this might seem a bit weird, I think I'm going to take Book of Moon, targeting your breaker.
Ooh.
Alright. Draw for turn. Stand by main, and I think that's going to clean this up. So I will tribute Kelbeck to normal summon Air Knight Parshath, who does piercing damage. Whenever it inflicts damage, I get to draw a card.
Oh, nice.
So unless you have a Sphere Karibo.
Nope.
Yeah, we get 900 damage in. Oh, the fairies are on the board.
Go second.
Okay. Let's see what I start with.
Oh, my skill goes off at the start.
Listen, I'm going first. You can't start doing stuff during my turn.
Well, shuffle damage into the deck.
Okay.
Draw a card.
Alright, I will continue on with my turn. I will set a monster, and then set 2 back row before passing the turn to you.
Set a back row.
Okay.
I'll activate Dark Magic Curtain.
Glued to your hand! I mean, I assume you're on 2 or 3 of them.
3. Special summon.
Okay.
Shuffle. We can normal set, so we'll do
Yes.
that. That goes to grave. Main battle.
I guess this is good a time as any. Well, Widespread Ruin here.
Okay.
The problem is I know what that defense monster is. It's a bloody annoying monster. Ah, the problem is I think
I know it might be Breaker.
yeah, you just casually set Breaker. Alright, we're going to flip summon Kelbeck. Set a back row. We're going to go straight to battle. I'm then going to attack into your Old Vindictive Magician and send my monster to the graveyard. And then pass the turn to you.
Okay. Well, I will normal summon Breaker.
Ooh, okay. Do we want to do anything in response to Breaker's summon? Breaker. He's going to pop something either way. I think we might as well do this. We'll Book of Moon your Breaker. Draw for turn. Stand by me. I will normal summon Zolga. Any response?
No.
I will go ahead and activate Rise of the Fallen and special summon in defense Kelbeck and gain 1500 life points. We'll then go straight to battle and attempt to attack over this.
Yeah.
Okay. Half expecting that to work and half expecting it not to work, so I guess I'm pleasantly surprised. I will then pass the turn on that.
Activate Lure of Darkness.
Ooh, okay.
We will banish
The Dark Magician. Oh, Breaker. Dang, that's a big banish.
Activate Dark Magic Curtain.
Okay, so half the life points gone again. We can't summon anything, we can only normal set.
We'll set.
Oh, I hate that you set monsters. It means it's another bloody old predictive.
Go to battle. Beat over Zolga.
Well, we do have the next Widespread Ruin.
Oops.
The problem is, I guess it's a multiple pronged problem here, being... Alright, we're just going to have to take the risk. If you have Widespread back there and you've been saving it, I'm going to get punished. Oh, but then again, if you have Bottomless... Not Bottomless, what's it called? Floodgate. That also punishes. I think we have to go for it either way. I'm going to tribute Zolga to normal summon Air Knight Parshath. Any response to the summon? So we'll set this down. We'll gain the 2,000 life points from Zolga's effect.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, 7,500.
This is turning into a normal Yu-Gi-Oh!
We'll change Kelbeck to attack mode, because we've got to get rid of the monster anyway. Set a back row, go to battle, and just attack. Ooh, it was the break, you cheeky monkey.
Well, I mean, I've got to keep you guessing.
Yeah, that actually caught me off guard. I was like, man, if that's that's old vindictive, Kelbeck gets killed, I'm in a really shit position. So I'll pass.
Well, what's that?
Is that the old vindictive? You tell me, right? We're friends. Okay, we will normal summon Zolga. Go straight to battle. Oh, yeah, okay. So I attack with...
I'd admit defeat.
Oh, you weren't dead there.
I was. I'm on 1,000 life.
Yeah, I attack you with one monster, you pop the other one.
Yeah, but I've got nothing.
Yeah, I assume that card in your hand's a big brick.
I didn't... Yeah, it's... Well, you knew what it was. You...
No, did I bounce that one? No, I
think
didn't.
you bounced it.
I don't think I did. I think I popped 2 with widespreads. I think I just drew into that one.
Yeah.
Did we
I
get
didn't see any of my
or?
fucking back row destruction.
No, how much back row destruction did you have? Because I saw you had like the breakers. Obviously, you saw 2
Breaker,
of them. As well.
and I've got 3 copies of Nobleman of Extermination in the deck.
Ah, so we're still on Nobleman of Extermination. I guess I'm not surprised, I suppose. I was just wondering if you were going to be favouring the Night Beam to stop reacting, or if you were going to go for the Extermination and try and get rid of the multiple copies.
Yeah, Nobleman for the multiple copies.
And then obviously Cosmic Cyclone is also a good one because it can pop non-face down, however often that comes up, I guess. Because again, like I said before, originally I thought Cyclone was going to be good for stopping Waking the Dragon. Turns out I was wrong. Did you want to play another one, or are you happy to leave it at that?
Yeah, I've offered a rematch. Oh, second.
Okay.
Start of duel.
Yep.
Top of deck. Shuffle. And draw.
I will set a monster and pass back to you, sir.
Oh, come on.
Is it the Dark Magician? Is it back?
What the fuck? I shuffled it to the top of the deck, redrew it. I've just drawn it again.
Well, how many have you got in the deck?
3.
Well, there you go then. I mean, it sucks, right? It's still not a guaranteed chance you get it, but well, there we go. We can get rid of it now.
Vanish. Let's see. We will activate Dark Magic Curtain.
Okay.
Whoop. And set.
Well, we already know what it is. It's Kelbeck.
So I
Yeah, you still go back
to
to hand, yeah. Right, draw for turn. Standby main. Your annoying little defense monster there. I guess I'm going to normal summon out Zolga and go straight to battle phase and then attack into it and assume it's not vindictive. Oh no, it's Breaker again. Okay. Okay. Man, if I'd known that was Breaker, I would have done something different. I will end the turn.
I don't think I could win now. Because I have 2 Dark Magicians in my hand and certain special summons from deck, not hand or deck.
Oh, that sucks. I suppose I don't think there is a way to actually
I knew I
shuffle
should have
back into
put.
the deck.
Yeah, I know I should have put Dark Magician Girl and Sage's Stone in here somewhere.
Well, tribute to summon out Air Knight. See if, you know, anything interesting happens here. Gain the 2000, go to battle, and then attack. Okay, so this will get killed. It still does piercing, so you'll still lose 1300, and I will still get a draw. But then we pass back to you.
Yeah, that's curtain drawn, which is now brick.
Yeah, so your hand is just unplayable at the moment, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's the downside of the Dark Magician.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's a weird one, just because. So obviously, when I was playing Dark Magician, was playing the Fusion Party deck, so I was trying to get out Dark Paladin. But your deck seemed more like Spellcaster Beatdown, I guess, with like control elements. It was like just kind of keep special summoning Dark Magician, but obviously just kind of falls over to just a lot of removal, which I think I was just fortunate enough to open stuff like Widespread Ruin in all of those games. And obviously Kelbeck obviously hurts him quite a lot, because the one place you really don't want him is in the hand. He's probably better off in the graveyard. I don't know if you have ways to bring him back from the graveyard, but either way, the hand is basically pointless unless, again, like Allure of Darkness is kind of your get out of my hand and do something useful. Yeah, the fairies were okay. You didn't actually get to see the boss monster of the deck, which was Guardian Angel Joan, probably for the best, because it's actually, I don't think, a very good card. I think, like I said, I think I just drew the right half of my deck every game, more than the deck actually did what it was trying to do, because the deck wants to just spam out Guardian Angel Joan, which is just a 2800 attack monster, which, you know, is enough in this game, but again, if it was this deck against your Master Beast deck from last week, I think this deck would have just lost again, because I don't have convincing outs to big cards. Like, I don't remember the defense of Master Beast, but if it's bigger than 28, even Book of Moon doesn't out it.
Let's see. Mask Beast, 1800 defense.
Okay, so then my out was Book of Moon and Widespread Ruin, and if I didn't get exactly those cards, again, this deck just kind of peters out. It's weird how in Speed, attack points seem so important. Like, more so than, like, regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Because regular Yu-Gi-Oh! There's so much removal that you're like, I don't care that you summoned, like, a 3600 attack monster, I'll just use this card and it's gone. Whereas in Speed, it's like removal is a lot more like awkward or a lot more specific, so it becomes a lot more difficult to get over just big monsters. But yeah, thanks for the game, buddy. GG.
Yeah, GG.